Hello, all you out-of-timers, and welcome to the first episode of the final episode of Back to the Future the game. Yeah, I really don't know what to say. I guess he sleeps really funny.
Hello?
Marty! You're awake! Good!
Doc! Emmett, where are you?
I'm down at the expo. I snuck out early to avoid my pop. If he knew I was about to make a publicly scientific spectacle of myself, he'd hit the roof.
You let me sleep in. Stay right there. You should make peace with your dad.
You know, you really should try to work things out with your dad. If you give him a chance, he might just surprise you.
I'll keep that under advisement. But first, I need you to perform an important mission. On the table next to my law books, there's a device plugged into the wall.
I think I see it.
Is it glowing?
Yeah. Is that good?
Good? It's fantastic! Glowing means my static accumulator is charged up and ready for action. Bring it down to the high school and we'll... Damn!
What?
And we'll damn.
Edna.
But...
We'll damn the school.
Okay, Emmett. One static accumulator coming up.
I'm sure it's perfectly safe to just, like, hug really close to your body and, you know, put in that location. Whoa!
Jeez, Doc. Watch out. You almost ran me over.
Sorry about that, Martin. This vehicle is sometimes difficult to control.
Yeah. Hey, are you okay? After that argument about Emmett last night...
I'm fine. Thank you for asking.
Did you fix the time circuits? Where have you been?
Where have you been all night?
I've been driving around, looking up old friends, thinking things over.
Okay.
So is that what I'm destined to build for the expo?
Yeah, it's a static accumulator. Emmett spent all night building it. Turned out he didn't really need to see Frankenstein after all. He just needed a little push. And some lightning.
Fascinating. I also had an epiphany last night.
Doc?
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable.
Doc!
It was science.
Let's just, you know, group hug for a second. Everybody get your cameras ready. Take a picture. Yeah, we might make out later.
You can't give up science. You love science.
Correction. My younger self loves science. But if Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Yeah.
You can't want Emmett back with Edna. She used you to turn Hill Valley into a police state.
She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. But if I don't become a scientist, she'll never get the chance to vent her crazier ambitions.
Yeah, I'm gonna once again state that theoretically, the DeLorean still shouldn't exist. Period. Because of the Citizen Brown timeline where it was never invented. So it should have just vanished. And if Emmett never becomes a scientist, it will once again vanish because it was never invented. Yeah, I
Even if
don't
you
know.
screw up Emmett's chances at the expo, there's no way he'll give up science now. He's too committed.
You don't know me like I do. After he fails at the expo, he'll be in need of comfort. And Edna's already arranged a romantic little trip up to the lake.
Doc, I'm begging you. You haven't thought this through.
Haven't I? I guess we'll both find out. One thing's for sure. Emmett Brown's life will be a whole lot less complicated without a time machine in it.
No! Ah!
It flew away.
What the hell?
What
Where'd
the?
it go?
I'm more curious about where he went. So they covered it back up? I don't know. I think my biggest there it is. My biggest problem so far with the story is like the fact that the DeLorean shouldn't even exist. What?
Oh, come on.
This is like cartoony. What is
Here,
going
little
on?
static thingy.
What? Oh. Okay. So it's flying around like it has a mind of its own.
Bedlam at Brown divorce hearing. Wife takes potshot at estranged hubby, famed industrialist Emmett Brown. I don't believe it. He's still fated to marry her. Don't fade out on me, Dad. I'll be home soon. I hope.
Every time, or every game episode, or part or whatever, he says something different about his inventory stuff. Oops. So I figured I might as well check him out while I was thinking about it.
I can't reach it.
So I climb up the lamppost? What exactly is going on here?
I can't reach it.
Yeah, no crap.
Gotcha!
That was very cartoony. So far, I will say that this is not starting out in a good way for me. As in me, not Marty. I'm just not sure I like the direction this is going.
Is coming today. There's a shiny new tomorrow on the way. A day of invention is at hand. It's a mystic, futuristic wonderland.
Yep. Follow her a little bit closer, Officer Parker. I don't remember his name.
There is a world of wondrous wonder on display. Because the future is coming today.
Not bad, eh? Not bad at all, but I thought you fired her.
That's what I was
found
thinking.
a loophole. What kind of loophole?
Just a loophole. You're not the only one who's allowed to have secrets, you know.
All right.
Say, don't you have to get that whatchamacallit to Emmett Brown's booth?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right.
Because the future is coming. It's almost here now. The future is coming. It's getting clear now. The future is coming today.
Marty was just staring at the floor with a big smile on his face.
Hey, Artie,
What do you think? Quite a setup, huh?
the expo? Sure, but I was wondering. You haven't seen Emmett Brown, have you?
Isn't he at his booth? It's the tall one over there.
Come on, you can tell me. How did you manage to get Trixie her job back? I thought her being Canadian was a deal breaker.
If something's really important to you, you find a way. You ought to know that.
While I don't have a problem with Trixie getting her job back,
See you around.
the fact that their reasoning is, oh, because, is kind of lazy.
Insert ticket to enter.
Yeah, ticket, not dicket.
Algae cakes! Miracle food from the swampland! Get your algae cakes!
How about an algae cake?
Sure thing, mister.
Wait a minute. You're the guy that makes the algae cakes? But I thought you couldn't stand them.
Hey! You're the guy that tried to pick up on my Eunice!
Oh, for the love of...
No algae cakes for you, Buster!
Wait, did he just... Did the subtitle just type out 4 as in F-E-R? Did I see that right?
Those look like the controls to raise and lower the whatchamacallit.
Yes, the whatchamacallit.
Excuse me, Mr...
Duto, Jacques Duto, at your service.
Could I get a ride in that bathysphere?
Certainement, if you've got a ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
Jacques Duteau, famous diver. So you're some kind of celebrity?
I do not like to brag, but I have a small following, yes.
I guess people are always bugging you for autographs, huh? Asking you to tell them stories about your adventures and stuff?
It gets a bit old, but I can always retreat to the depths. The fish are much less demanding.
Alright, French Aquaman.
See you around.
What's that? Enlightenment under the sea. Aww. Ticket.
Insert ticket to
Not
enter.
You are
ticket.
going to need a ticket.
Stop running into things with your crotch. Clock.
I think that's supposed to be a clock.
Well, duh. It's obviously howdy doody time.
Insert ticket to enter.
Yeah. You got it this time.
And here he comes, right on cue. No doubt he'll try to talk you out of it, Detective, but you mustn't let your resolution waver.
Hello, Crockett.
What's she doing here?
Well, Miss Strickland here seems to think,
You should step aside and let the officer do his duty, now.
What the fuck? Where do you get those?
Wait a minute. That's Emmett's levitator up there.
Oh, don't be so modest. I'd say you deserve at least half the credit. It was you who tricked poor Emmett into breaking up with me. It was you who manipulated him into dropping my project in favor of this clear hazard to public safety.
The electrokinetic levitator was Emmett's idea. I just helped. What's your point?
Oh, I think you know exactly what my point is. Emmett's invention isn't going to work, is it? At least not the way poor Emmett thinks it is.
how do you know this?
I had a very interesting chat with Carl Sagan last night. I found out who Sonny Crockett really is, and where he comes from.
Is there something you want to tell me, Sonny?
Why don't you call him by his real name? Yakov Smirnov.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
An anarchist! A foreign agitator bent on sowing chaos and destruction in the Hill Valley Expo!
Annie, you don't believe any of this bullshit, do you?
Oh, sorry, Yakov, but I really don't have a choice.
Very good. And now, arrest this subversive.
Come here. Look, here's the thing. I happen to believe this dame's got a screw loose, but she's been getting some clout in town ever since that business with Kid Tannen.
But Emmett's gotta fly that electrokinetic levitator at this demo. His whole future depends on it.
And my future depends on making sure he doesn't. The chief reads her column religiously. Well, if I don't do what she says, she's gonna start a campaign to have certain tainted officers removed from the force.
Isn't there anything I can do?
Not unless you've got some dirt on Edna. Something that'll discredit her in the eyes of the law. Well?
I'll dig something up.
You do that. In the meantime, you and young Mr. Brown better Where is he anyway?
Wait, you haven't seen him?
Emmett? Has this foreign radical done something to my Emmett?
Maybe you should find him.
Oh, you're letting him go? This radical subversive? Just like that?
Okay, so I gotta find Emmett. And do something about Edna.
Okay, so I think aside from, like, the intro dream sequence, that's the first time anybody's said something other than, like, damn or something in this game. Phone booth of the future?
Welcome
Will I come
to the
out in
phone
tights?
booth of the future, made with Atlas glass. Atlas, unbreakable and soundproof. Our phone is hands-free, so you can enjoy a sandwich or a cigarette while chatting with friends in perfect privacy. Would you like to place a call?
Yes, I'd like to talk to...
Unfortunately, this phone booth only accepts incoming calls.
Who you gonna call? I feel like that was important for some reason. I'm positive that I want to step into this tiny phone booth and smoke and eat. I was about to say eat a cigarette. Eat a sandwich.
Greetings, forward thinkers of Hill Valley.
Hi, Trixie.
That's Techne to you, kiddo.
Right. Congratulations on getting the old job back.
Thanks. Justice triumphs in the end, you know? Now what can I do you for?
Just tell me about Trek.
So, which exhibits do you recommend?
The most popular attractions are the Glass House, the Future Furnishings, and of course, Enlightenment Under the Sea. You know who that is under the diving helmet? That's Jacques Duteau himself. Of course, you need to get tickets if you want to see the main attractions.
How much are tickets?
Aw, put your money away. Here, you're kind of like family now, you know?
Wow.
Thanks.
She just gave me an entire roll. I could go through like every attraction like 10 times now.
You seen Emmett around? I'm kind of worried that he's not at his booth.
Let me think. Yeah, he wandered down that way a little while ago. He was talking real intense with another guy.
Older guy? Looked a lot like Emmett in the face?
Yeah, uncle or something?
Or something.
He went that away with absolutely no actual directions. Thank you.
Look, Emmett's demonstration has hit a snag or two. Can you delay his act for a while? Let someone else go before him?
Sorry, I don't set the roster, and they won't let me change it. I can drag my feet a little, but if your friend's not ready to go on pretty soon, we might have to skip his act. I mean, demonstration.
But you can't.
Hey, it's just a science demo. It ain't a matter of life and death.
Edna Strickland is trying to get Emmett's booth shut down.
That dame don't know how to mind her own business, does she?
Is there anything you can do to get Emmett's booth open again?
I wish there was, but I'm just a muse. All we can do is inspire people.
Yes, and I was about to say inspire me.
Okay, you're a muse. Can you inspire me an idea?
I'll try. Well?
Maybe it doesn't take effect right away.
She actually looked kind of creepy right there, and she just coughed. That's interesting.
Already told me how you managed to get your old job back.
He did? But it was supposed to be a secret.
There's no secrets between us. He couldn't resist telling such a good story.
Yeah?
Still, I'd like to hear it again, from your point of view.
He didn't tell you anything.
Yeah. Stop being a little snoop.
Come on, Trixie. I'm dying to know how you got the job back.
You won't hear it from me. I don't talk out of turn.
Thanks.
Happy to help.
Okay. She and I both coughed right there. The future of law enforcement.
Are you ready
Picture
for
radio.
a picture radio? Wonder if that's anything like MTV.
Best music video ever. I can't do anything. Potted plant.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
I hope it explodes.
A potted plant? What's this got to do with law enforcement?
It's a bug.
No, a plant. But it's got a wire recorder hidden inside, see? If we could have got one of these into Tannen's speakeasy, and if he's the kind of guy who talks to plants, we could have busted him a lot earlier.
Yeah, just, you know, as long as he pushes the button.
Act
Or I guess
casual. He's
doesn't
coming
push
back.
the button.
The electro pacifier.
Amazing, isn't it? They say one day we'll be able to stun fleeing criminals by shocking them at a distance.
Does it work?
Nah, it's just a model.
And by shocking them, you mean like stick it in their mouths so that they stop crying? Oh, not that pacifier. I think that's okay. Yeah, that's it.
Now, there was something else I wanted to say. What was it? Oh, yes.
Why can I hear her more clearly as I walk away? Do I want to go through some of the attractions? I have my dicket ready.
Nice of Trixie to give me these tickets. They're supposed to get me into all the big attractions.
So, I'm no longer flying for whatever reason?
Emmett's static accumulator. I gotta get this to Emmett, but first, I gotta get Emmett.
So what was the point of... like, the point of having Marty chase it around? For comedic value? But that wasn't really funny.
Here's my ticket. Give me a ride in that thing.
Thank you, monsieur. I hope you will find your trip to the bottom of the sea less enlightening.
I might even find it enchanting. It's a giant onion. Hope you don't get seasick, man.
Well,
Heavy.
monsieur has a way with words.
Heavy. That's it? That's your response for
Convention
everything.
special, 2 free algae cakes.
Sign.
Experience the wonder of the Continuo phone. Well, it's already got me wondering how the heck to pronounce it.
Continuophone? Okay. What was that? Thurman booth? Or theremin?
Algae cakes taste so.
Alright.
Algae cakes,
Moving
miracle
on.
food from the swampland. Get your algae cakes.
Another ticket. It's gonna be kind of annoying that I have to pull out tickets every time. Because I get the feeling if I were to just try to walk into it, he wouldn't automatically use a ticket. He would bump into it and be like, oh, I need a ticket.
No one in here.
Whoa, what's wrong with the lighting? House of the Future. Let's check my theory.
Welcome to the world of tomorrow, where a man's home is truly his castle. Here, gratification is just always a push of a button away.
My mind is blown that I didn't actually have to pull out my tickets. You never press the red button. Or so says one of my Sharky friends.
In the mood for fun, the House of the Future comes equipped with a modern home entertainment center.
Chinese checkers and everything.
Yeah. That's my sense of entertainment.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal phone helmet.
Hey!
Please recite the phone number you wish to dial, or say hang up to terminate your phone helmet experience.
Oh. Okay.
Klondike 4253.
Hill Valley Expo, where the future is coming today. This is Techni News of Progress. To whom am I speaking?
Some guy.
This is Anthony. I'm looking for a friend of mine, Mr. Closeoff.
Close off.
Yes, first name Oliver.
Oliver Close off. Listen, kid, I didn't just fall off the poutine truck. Who is this really?
Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Are you serious? Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Oh.
In the House of the Future, phone conversations will be completed in the privacy of the personal...
Please
Yep.
recite the phone number is.
Let's try that again.
4253.
Hill Valley Expo, Techni's.
Hi, Trixie. It's me, Sonny.
Oh, hi. What can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I was just checking out this snazzy phone.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Conversation terminated.
So, just simply saying bye terminates it? But what if you have to say that I'm going to come by? Or, you know, something along those
In the
lines.
House of the...
Experience.
I'm really curious what
Klondike
the rest of
42
these say.
Jeez, always with the phones. Yeah?
This is Carl Sagan.
Ooh, the mysterious Mr. Sagan. What do you want?
Huh.
Can you put Edna Strickland on the phone for me?
Sure thing, Mr. Sagan. Hey, Strickland! Somebody actually wants to talk to you.
Mr. Sagan, I didn't expect to hear from you again till after the expo.
You didn't?
Yes, wasn't that part of our plan?
Yes, our plan. About that plan.
Well, his impersonation's not awful.
I'm a little unclear on the details of our plan.
Unclear, but it's your plan.
I mean, I'm worried that you're a little unclear on the details.
What details? All I'm supposed to do is use my poll with Detective Parker to get Emmett's demonstration canceled while you keep Emmett distracted. You are keeping him distracted, aren't you?
Oh yes, he's a very distractible young man.
Oh, that's what I keep telling everyone.
Weren't... Okay, never mind.
There's been a change of plan.
What?
Yes, I've changed my mind. I think we should let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
But you told me it could be dangerous, and that Yakov Smirnov was a foreign agitator, that the only way I could get Emmett back would be to scoop him up after his dreams were shattered, and so on and so forth.
I said a lot of things, but I was a little crazy at the time. The important thing is, now I think you should let Emmett go ahead with his little demonstration.
Oh, I get it.
What?
It's Comrade Smirnov, isn't it? He's gotten to you.
No, I really want Emmett to go ahead with his demo.
Don't worry, Carl. You can count on me.
Edna, listen to me. You have to let Emmett go through with his demonstration.
Smirnov's listening, isn't he?
No, listen.
Listen, Smirnov. I don't know what you're holding over Mr. Sagan, but there's no way I'm ever letting that contraption you've talked my Emmett into building get off the ground.
I seem to have momentarily lost track of Emmett.
Do you have any idea where I might find him?
You lost him? You were supposed to keep him distracted.
Oh, I have been. He's just wandered off.
Well, go look for him. I've got my hands full with Parker.
Why are you saying all those terrible things about Emmett's friend?
Young comrade Smirnoff, you were the one who told me about his vile deeds.
Regarding, you know what?
You know what?
The little matter we were whispering about yesterday.
Oh, that! As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought it up. I was thinking, wouldn't it be a good idea to pin it all on Yakov Smirnoff?
Pin what on him exactly?
You know, it!
The tail of the donkey?
I get it. You're still sore about going to jail. That was the dog's fault. If he hadn't come galumphing up to me right after I started the fire, I could have gotten clean away, and I never would have had to divert suspicion to you.
She's the speakeasy arsonist.
Carl, is somebody with you?
No, it's just you and me. So, I don't mean to pry, but why did you burn down all those speakeasies?
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
Oh, well, that's it. Yep. Convenient that.
Well, we should probably get back to the plan.
Yes, we should. Goodbye, Mr. Sagan.
Goodbye. Hang up.
Conversation terminated.
Alright, and with that, I will see you guys next time for when we're back to the future out of time. Because we're out of time. Bye. Call terminated.